Good evening everyone. We all are from English Speaking and Personality Development Institution, Hingangat by Jagdish Vandile sir, and I am Shivanjali Burire, learning in class 9. Today we all are gathered here for conducting the GD, and today's our GD topic is rural area versus urban area, and I am in the favor of urban area because of the better facilities, better education, better health, better hospitalities, and that's why the population of the urban area is more.
Okay, hello friends, myself Gurkant, and today we gathered here to conduct the GD, and good evening to everyone. So I am in class 7 and our GD topic is rural area versus urban area. So I am in the favor of rural area because there is a greenery, and I think that there when we live we feel a happiness.
Yes, so hello guys, that's me Om, and today we are gathered here for conducting the GD, and our today's GD topic is rural rural area versus urban area. And I am in the favor of rural area because the happiness and my friend also told that the happiness that we get to know while living in rural area is at another level, and we can't achieve it by living in urban area. So I think that rural area is better.
Hi, myself Naitik, and I am in the favor of rural areas because of the pollution-free environment. And in my opinion, the tradition of the India lives in dwells. We can say dwells in rural areas. So we can't forget our tradition, and so that's why I am in the favor of rural area.
Hello friends, good evening to all of you. Myself is Rahul Baisware, and today we all are gathered here for group discussion. And the topic for discussion is rural area versus urban area. And according to me, this is a very interesting and debatable topic. And I think that rural area is far much better than the urban area because of less population in urban area, means less pollution and population in urban area, and we really find a greenery and scenic beauty in village life. So that's why I think that village life or area is far much better than the urban area.
Hi friends, good evening. I am Prachi Narayane, and I am in the favor of urban area because area is well developed than rural area.
So good evening everyone, myself Nishita Timande, and today we all are gathered here for the discussing on the interesting topic that is the urban area and rural area. So I am in the favor of the metropolitan city, that is mean by urban areas, because of the infrastructure and the advanced technology provided in the urban areas to the every citizen in that city.
Good evening, friends. I am in the favor of urban areas because city life has advantages and well equipped opportunities also. So that's why I am having a favor of urban areas.
Good evening student. We are going to conduct your GD, and our today's GD topic is urban area versus rural area, and I am in the favor of rural area. Rural area is the strength of our India. You know that India is a agriculture country, so it is a strength for us. Sir, before some time the point was added by the sir that the village life is more good than the urban life. Sir, but according to me, the village life is, yeah, I am agree that it's enjoyable. The level of happiness is somehow different in the village. But if the point comes of the life, then according to me the life is better and life is much more comfortable in the urban area, as there is a proper supply of electricity, also the proper drainage system, proper water supply, proper food supply. So and also, so this all things together make our life much more comfortable if we are living in the urban area. Also sometimes what happened in the village, the electricity get cut off. At that time many more problems are faced by the people or the villagers. So this like situation never happens in the urban area. There is the fast and quick connection of electricity to every household.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I totally agree. And you said about that, ma'am, I totally agree. But you said about that means facilities in the urban area and means the metropolitan city or cities. In that, ma'am, I totally agree. But do you know, ma'am, that means by these facilities that should means the families are living there means in cities. That do you know that they can survive in 24 hours? They can survive without technology at 24 hours also, because sometimes there means they had seen that, or means in a village means students are working hard so much, and the students are working hard so much, they are going to the school. But in urban area, the parents are busy, so they can't focus on their childrens. And most of the crime rate and so many suicide rate, junk food eater, and so many bad thing consumer are in urban area.
Yes, sir, I totally agree with you. And ma'am told that means electricity is not supplied well in village life. So I don't think that people means have any happiness that they would get electricity, because if we put apples, or no apples, not bananas, and money before a monkey, so he will choose banana because he don't have any value to the money. So as like means they don't have value to that, means electricity means I don't think so, means I don't tell that electricity has no value, but they don't say that, means they don't argue that electricity is not provided to us. And my friend also told that crime rates are very less in both the means life, crimes are happened, but in village it is very less. And second point I want to share with you, that relationship of the peoples in village life, every person has its own means family, and he live with joint family, and means love is shared with everyone, and there is, and means the children also respect everyone. And if we talk about the urban lives, so there is more population, and because means density, and means pollution also. So because of that means health is harmed. So I think that village life or rural life is better.
So,
Yes, sir, I
as-
totally agree with you, sir. And I will also like to talk about the stressless life lived by the rural areas people. They don't have the students don't have the stress of their parents, and the people don't have the stress of their society.
So as according to me, in the urban life, we found lots of facilities, lots of job opportunities, as well as the migration of people happens from the village only. Okay, migration happens only from the village. They migrate to the metropolitan city just because of the job opportunity, proper living lifestyle, infrastructure, and the facilities available there. Proper hospitality facilities provided in the rural areas. And yes, as the ma'am said about the agriculture, yes, it only happens in the rural areas. And sir, you also admit the point of the suicide one. Yes, sir. You admit the point of a suicide one, and ma'am, you admit the point of agriculture. Most of the agriculture activities is done only in the rural area. So as according to me, not as according to me, but it is a reality that whenever the such a drought-ridden famine occurs in the rural areas, so most of the farmers choose the option of the suicide one. So crime rate is also, and suicide rate is also also equal in the village one. But that is not crime and suicide ones is not happen only because of the place, because it happens because of the mentality of the person. That depends on the mentality of the person, what they think, if they have a strong immunity power, or if they have a strong mentality, so they can handle each and every situation. So that's not the point of the city and the rural one. And so you said about the pollution. So pollution occurs not pollution rate is not high in the metropolitan city because of the advanced technology. We can also handle it and manage it, and these activities are performed in the urban areas.
Yeah, ma'am, I agree with you. The point you said about the crime rate, sir said about the crime rate that it's more in the urban area. So let me tell you one thing, that if the crops of a farmer didn't grow well in the year, then they just give up, and they don't see any option before them, and they just suicide themselves. These things are very commonly seen in the rural area. So and also the crime rates is equal in both sides, we can say, because the people living in the rural area are not that much educated. So the crime rates means the boys not boys, but the people try to try to do crime in more because they don't have education, they are illiterate. That's why. And also the sir said that the life of a villagers are stressful than the life in the urban area. But sir, according to me, they have a big tension on their mind about their crops that is grown in their farm. It's a very big it's a very big mountain facing they are facing. They don't get proper sleep at the night because in tension of their crops. So such like conditions are developed in the rural areas in their mindset. Also the point was added about the agriculture, that rural area carried out agriculture. But sir, let me tell you one thing, that nowadays agriculture is also seen in the urban area. Difference is that the agriculture at the rural level is not that much developed, is not, they don't use that much technology. But whatever the agriculture done in the urban area, it is done with the modern technology, which makes the agriculture easier task.
Ma'am, you said about that. Ma'am, I totally agree. And you said, ma'am, about suicide rate. Suicide rate of a farmers. Ma'am, do you know that and senseless life? I but agree. But ma'am, I objection in that point also, that because do you know the farmers are there? In which thing do you feel happiness? To sleep at a bed, or to sleep at a bed with cooler, or to sleep in a farm and to enjoy every moment in rural with the friend circle, the happiness to climb on the trees of mangoes, oranges. That, and do you know the means every people celebrate their summer vacation. They every times they choose a farm, because in farm, do you know, in rural, farmers are there, and in farm everyone have the farm in rural, and in that we feel a happiness in the farm. And ma'am, farmers, do you know, farmers don't worry about the crops. And in in urban, there is a suicide rate more.
Yes.
And crime rate is so high. And in in rural they have a sufficient money to live, not, they are not greedy. And do you know the sentence of Mahatma Gandhi? It is in Hindi, Marathi, that khara bharat ha खेड्यात बसते. Because the rural area villages people are not greedy at that much are.
Yes, sir, I totally agree with you. And ma'am, the point was added that people have that feeling that we must live in village or city. So I don't think so, because the city life is very complex and their expensivity mahanga is very high. And if I give example, so in our Hinanghat, the square feet our plot, so it is 700 to 800. But in Mumbai, it is 30,000 and 29,000. And when Ambani purchased this plot, it purchased at 81,000 per square meter, per square feet. So I think that rural life is better. And second point I want to put in the GD, that means city life is very complex and jobs are not found easily.
Yes.
Jobs are not found easily, and because of that many are stressed and they do suicide. So I think that rural is better. And some said that people have happiness to live in city. I don't think so, because my friend also said that, as sir told, that when people live in their friend circle, they knew that happiness, the real happiness. And one point I want to put, that jobs are not found easily, and because of that, if one has expensivity is more. So if in rural, if a person is having 700 rupees also, so he can survive for 1 month. And if it's same in urban, so he is not able to survive. It's truth. Yes, reality, because the expensivity is more in city. So I think, and ma'am, you said it is control the pollution. Before nature, we can't use technology, and if we use, so we can change, we can do changes. But at that level, we can't provide fresh air to the peoples. We can't fulfill their natural needs.
So, yes, you said that in front of nature, technology didn't sustain. Okay. So yes, so in according to your view, it's right. But sir, do you know the doctors one? Yes.
Yes.
Doctor is the we can say to the doctor the second God. Okay. For the
Human.
for the human purpose. Okay. Means why we can we said that because of the technology provides such knowledge to to that person, to that doctor. So they perform such activity, so they become a god for the human. So we can't say that in the front of nature, technology didn't sustain.
No, no.
So it's not the I just want to clear your point. Yes.
Want to say that before nature we can't use technology, we can use, and doctor is also helpful for us, and it is said that second god. I admit that point. But in this generation, doctor are also fraud, and if we seen in corona, many cases are found that doctor fraud cheat people. So that's point I want to clear you and inform.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
By
I-
2 seconds, I just want to
that-
put one.
I agree with your points, and that is not a point of discussion that doctor are cheating.
Yeah.
And, we are discussing the life of rural and urban area, and the point I want to just say that about the crime cases, you just said that the crime cases in both the places, means urban and rural area, are same. So I want to just add a point that is not the same. I already told the ratio of that is, if one people are just suicide or do crime from rural area, then 4 people or 5 people are just are doing crime in urban area. So that is a ratio, 1:4 ratio. And about the urban area crime rate, that is 1.6% annual increasement in crime rate due to cities only. That is only cities. And I want to add, means you just means everyone said in cities the technologies are more, means we have lots of facilities, we have lots of things, but means according to me that we are using technology, but we are destroying our life only. Means we are using technology, all type of technology, but by using the technology we are destroying our life. Means we in life, means you know the today's temperature is 47 degrees Celsius. So how it is gone to 47 degrees Celsius? Because it is only because of global warming, deforestation in cities, and lots of pollution, lots of population also, means everything is dependent on each other. And I want to just to add the one point that in cities 80 to 85% of people using means in overall country 80 to 85% people using mobile phones or telephones by cities only. So means that's very means bad impact on our life, because we are using phone, and you will say that it is very important to communication or communication to and data transportation. But you know that the radiations coming from the ultra means electromagnetic radiations coming from the that mobile phone is very dangerous to our human life also. If it is goes to above the means high frequency, above the rays of IR rays, then it will damage our life also. It will damage our cells also. Because we are using the phones, it means it creates the ultraviolet ray, means infrared rays, or the electromagnetic rays. So it destroys the life of birds also. That's we can't see the we in today's generation in cities we can't see the birds, because this is only because of that we are using the mobile phones, and we are using, means it is increases day by day. Means
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
it-
Totally agree.
Let me complete. And about the transportation, means in urban area the means facilities are more, but the transportation are also more. Means population, we are daily using the bikes and cars also. So that makes a pollution, and means I already told that the carbon monoxide gas is released in atmosphere, and that gas cannot be converted into the useful gas. That gas is just totally go in the environment, and that depletes the ozone layer, and that's why global warming happen. And means that's why the today's temperature is 47 degrees Celsius, and it will rise to the 55 or 60 degrees Celsius, then we can't survive in that. And that's the main big impact of our technology in generation. And I want to say that, have you know about BGT, Bhopal gas tragedy?
Yes.
It is only done by this, means it is that is a chemical factory, means insecticide factory, and this is a means it can be seen that it is the worst industrial disaster in the world, and it is happened in 1984, 3 December 1984, and after 38 years also, if the child born in the that city, means Bhopal city, today also means they are facing the problem of mental disorder or physical disorder. Somehow don't have legs, somehow don't have eyes. So what is the use of that technology in the city? Means I want to just say that we are using the many things in our life, just like in the form of technology, but we are just destroying our life. In future, we will definitely destroy our life that by using the
It's correct.
technology.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
I totally agree
And
with your point.
let me complete. And in order to use our fruits also, means in village we can definitely find the pure fruit from the trees. But in the cities, the fruits are ripening by the chemicals, and we are definitely see in the cities that fruits are ripened by the chemicals, and that is very harmful for our body, because harmful for our health also. And my sir also told about that the high price of houses in the city also means it is not affordable for the lower caste people. Sorry, means lower section of the society. It is not affordable for them also. That's a big bad impact of this city for that peoples. And city people are so busy. We already know that they are busy. They have a time schedule to go anywhere and just say to anything, go and just do work. They don't give time to the elders or children, and you know that they give their children to babysitter. And what is the meaning of that? That you are a parents of the child, and you have to you have to give the principles or teaching to them. You are just giving your your children to the babysitters, and they are just teaching their values. So what is the use of that? You are a parent, na? So you have to babysitting them. They are a child of yours. And about the junk food, that 11 million people are died due to junk food in cities only. And food adulteration, and that is the main problem. Pollution is the main problem. Deforestation is the main problem. Population is the main problem. And the harmful gases which are releasing from the chemical factories is the main problem. So that's why overall my conclusion is that the village life is far much better than the city life. Thank you.
Sir, I totally agree with your point. And ma'am, you talk about technology in city life. Do you know, ma'am, at the name of technology, there was a one nuclear blast to the Ukraine, arc reactor blast. In that, okay, whatever it may be. So in that, do you know that in that area of 100 kilometer, anyone born, he had a mental disorder and physical disorder that my friend told. And you talk about the in urban area, there is a so high quality technology. In that, do you know that the chemicals? Do you know in that chemicals that today is a season? Means now the season is going of a mangoes to eat, and in that 99% mangoes of urban area means chemical, means they are growing. The mangoes can't grow before May.
Ripening.
Mangoes can't ripe before May, but the chemicals that the urban area farmers are using, they are ripening the mangoes, and they are selling it, and because of them our life is in danger.
Yeah.
That's why means we have to purchase costly mangoes of a rural area. And then told about technology, that sir had explained the full history of a technology to you. But ma'am, totally that means in urban area, ma'am, farming is not better in urban area.
Sir, I agree with you. And also if you are talking about the facilities in the urban area, so there is a facility from the free Wi-Fi to the air conditioned buses. There is from facilities from a free shopping mall to ATM at every nook and every corner of the city. There is also the better education, better schools, and due to all these facilities, the people or the students from the rural areas are get attracted towards the urban areas, and they start migrated from their original place and take plots and build their own houses in the urban areas. So the population of the rural areas is day by day decreasing, and the population of the urban area is increasing. Also, they get the job opportunities at the industries, they get their employment, and like that they are now the life is changing of the rural people. They are getting migrated towards the urban area, and they are changing their life, they are updating their life, we can say.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I also agree with Miss. I admit your point, and sir, you said about the chemicals. Miss, you both means admit your point of about the chemicals. Of Miss, chemicals are using in ripening the Miss fruits. Yes, sir. That is the demerits of chemicals. I admire your point. But sir, you know about the science technology. In that science technology, the Miss chemicals. Most of the chemicals are formed. Okay, most of the chemicals are formed just like the insulin. Okay, means the person suffering from the Yes, the person suffering from the diabetes, they can easily get cure because of the insulin. Because of the lack of the insulin, such things happen. Okay, with the patients. So chemicals are such a elements, we can say. They have their own demerits and own merits also. Okay, so yes,
one point. I am
we-
not opposing the chemical use of chemical. Chemical is the most important thing in our life. But I want to
Sir,
say
let me
that the
complete.
fruits are ripened by chemicals in cities.
Yeah.
That is
harmful.
that is
That is
harmful
the
for our
point.
health.
Sir,
I am
let
not
me
saying that
complete first.
chemicals are destroying our life.
Sir, I admire your point that fruits are made by chemicals, but without chemicals, how can plants be grown? Without chemicals, how they will be survive?
Ma'am, your point is somehow wrong. The
Very
plant
wrong.
can also be survived with the use of manure.
Yeah.
Yes, manure is an organic matter which can be prepared in farms also, and it can be used in plants to have the better growth. One point I have to keep that if we use chemicals in farms, so what happened? The soil in which we have grown the plants, it is not able to grow the plants again and again, means it get used permanently. So means we can say to fresh it, means to recycle that soil, we have to use manure. Manure is such a thing, means there is not a necessity to use of chemical, means we can do also to organic farming by manure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I agree with.
No, speak.
Yes, sir, I'm totally agree with you. And before some time, as sir told that deforestation.
Deforestation.
You know that because of deforestation, we are growing our industries, right? But because of deforestation, that means rate of population is day by day is growing fast. And you know that in a Delhi, it is a situation now that means in a Delhi we have to use this that means oxygen cylinder, and it is the that means effect of the deforestation.
Yes, ma'am, I totally agree. And ma'am, in my point that I have no, I didn't speak. So in that, ma'am, I want to again add my point that in that, ma'am, in the urban area, means if a leg broken of a person, it may be cure. In a urban area, it may be cure in 3 to 4 months. But in a rural area, means there are the medicines who are made by the elders of that dead, and they make the medicine naturally. Means herbal, Ayurvedic medicines are made, and they made it naturally. And natural medicines are so means it don't have any disadvantage, and that's why we will cure our leg so fast.
Yes, sir.
She want to speak.
Just
After her, we will conclude.
Keep your point.
Okay. So as according to you, means you admit your point of the related to the Ayurvedic. So Ayurvedic is limited to its limitations because Ayurvedic is not such a means it didn't have such a power to cure the patient very means effectively and with a short time. But in the cosmetic, what happened now means in the medical facilities of the urban areas, we means such a facilities are provided to the means such a facilities and such a treatment is given to the patient, so they can cure in a very short time. That's and ma'am, I admit you admit your point before the deforestation. Means the deforestation means occurring in the urban areas. So means as according to me, the deforestation is also occurring in the in related to the agriculture in the rural areas. Do you know about the zoom cultivation? Zoom cultivation is practiced in the village, and means for that purpose, large amount of the plants are cut it down. So that the deforestation is also happens in the rural one, and the deforestation maybe also happen in the urban one. So that is not the means matter.
After all discussion, I think that who are old person, elders, they must live in the rural, and who are new generation, they want to learn the technology and the facilities, and they want to they want to enter whole world. They want to just live in the urban area.
after overall discussion in the group discussion related to the urban areas and rural areas, I want to conclude this GD by saying that urban areas is always better than the rural areas because of the facilities and the infrastructure provided in the urban areas.
So here our GD is over, and I conclude that rural areas is somehow better than urban areas because of the stressless life by the rural areas people.
According to me, the most important thing is health. Means health is wealth. So that's why I want to say that the rural area is always better than the urban area, because scientists of WHO also said that you will definitely find one person in cities, with every family in the cities which are suffering from at least one disease, and that is stress. And stress is a most dangerous disease. Then you can also do the suicide by that stress. So I only want to say that the rural area is always better than the urban area.
Okay. So here our discussion over, and I would like to conclude that the life in the village is more better than the life in urban, because the village life is peaceful. We enjoy the natural beauty, and we can enjoy the gifts of nature. It's a peaceful life in the village. Also, the people are very hardworking in the village, and the life of the village is simple yet beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, so after our discussion, I want to conclude that both the lives are better in their place. Many people have their own view that this is better and this is better. So in my viewpoint, that both are better and both has their own life. So here we over our GD. Let's meet you in another video. Till then, stay connected, keep learning. Thank you very much.